Hello guys, welcome back to another Out of All live stream. Sorry to my regulars. Obviously I've kept you guys updated in Discord as best I could, but I haven't been on all week. I had a migraine for a few days, followed by a series of very heavy headaches. Not been fun. The pain is gone for now. Still got some pressure from it, but so if the headache starts to return, I'll might end it off early. We'll see how things go. But for now, I'm here. Just before the migraine hit, I did do a little bit of work, not a lot. It was mostly cosmetic. As you can see, I'm going to be putting a railing here instead of the blocks. Probably going to do something on there as well, something similar. I might have to put in some pillars, maybe, just as to act as supports or something. But that's starting to look alright there as well. It's looking nice. I did gain a level, I think. Oh wait, I can put in the railing up to here. All this is going to drop down eventually, so yeah. Don't think I did any more of this bit. I think it was all over there. Actually, I think I expanded the pit a little further. Yeah. Yeah, the pit's been expanded, so it's going to make things easier for maneuvering purposes. That was it. Okay, let's go. Oh, let's take a look at this road now as well, which is starting to look a bit better. It's actually really bright. Let's light clouds. So from here, as you can see, it's higher up. Well, I need to start working this bit next, and these edges. Problem is I can't flatten these edges because there's no support on the other side. They just wilt away. But as you can see, this is a lot better. It's higher up, more level with the block. All that sort of good stuff. But we are... Let's ignore the last little bit of this level because it's almost there. We are... So 33, 4 levels, just over 4 levels away from getting the big equipment. We are very, very nearly there. I mean, I could quite literally buy and sell ore to get us there. Then sell whatever equipment we don't need right now and get us like a big dump truck and a big front end loader. I think I know what caused my headaches as well. Like, I don't know if any of you guys have experienced this, but whenever I put my heating on for the first time each year, for a couple of days I get some minor headaches, things like that, you know. The day before I got the migraine, I had double glazing installed. I don't. Maybe there's a chance that maybe like the change in pressure and stuff because of the double glazing is what might have caused it. Don't know. I don't know really. There's a chance it might have been it. See, this is what I hate about digging like this. I can never dig flat. Next week, I believe it is the next update to the game. There's a couple of things. I wasn't really all that excited until some new information got released on Friday. We're going to be getting a pickup truck, which to me indicates that at some point there's going to be a shop and parts and things like that. I mean, why else? We don't really need a pickup truck if we can just teleport most places, you know, from vehicle to vehicle. I don't know what it means by the eye tracking, but from first person driving, there is going to be like eye tracing, whatever that means. Maybe it means like if you look in a direction, the vehicle will turn in that direction, or your eye will follow, I don't know, follow the turn instead of being static. I'm not entirely sure. There are follow cameras, which is going to be fantastic. I've been waiting for that for ages. I think he said that the cameras are going to do what they're supposed to do as well. But basically, the follow camera will always be like this when I turn. It will always stay behind instead of this happening. Which is what you want with the excavator. There's going to be some time-lapse camera differences, like it's a drone that you can buy in the shop. I don't really deal with the time-lapse much. I don't like the jittery effect it does, where it's like frames split up apart sort of thing. But yeah, I mean that's going to be different. That's improved. I'm trying to think, was there something else? I can't. Oh yes, when you get out of the vehicles, you're automatically going to be like that in first person. So much better. So that between the getting out of the vehicles and the camera following, that has finally got that got me going. Oh, and maybe the pickup truck as well. Got me wanting this update. It wasn't really. It was kind of a meh update for me. Apparently, there's something about. Let me have a look. There's something about the vehicles as well. The drivetrain. Head tracking with open track. That's the thing I wasn't sure about. New cameras that follow better. New drivetrains. The drivetrain has gotten a big overhaul. The handling has not improved, but is still a major leap from what we have at the moment. So I think it's gears is what they put in. Slightly better handling. Improved controls to better explain the modifiers. I hope I don't have to map everything. Tweaked bulk mode for some vehicles. Drone for time lapses. GPS for digging. I don't know. Don't know if I'm going to need that or not. New bulk fill indicator. That's that one that's going to be on the side of the vehicles, which I prefer the way they are now. Fixed drill menu. Not sure what to say about that one. Improved spider excavator controls. I did try that out when I first got the game, and that was a pain in the butt to drive. It really was. So now the camera has changed, so it actually shows you what you want to see and follows the vehicle rotation. Oh. Here we go. Now the camera has changed, so it actually shows you want to see it, follows vehicle rotation, time let's record. No. Right, see, one of the new features is head tracking. With this update, you'll be able to use open track in the in-cab vehicle camera. There will be more options for head eye tracking. It doesn't really state much, does it? A fill indicator when you're digging. Okay, that might be useful. Okay. What's after that? Trucking. Ooh, okay. And then breakdowns. Okay, this is starting to get good. Oh, it's good already, but it's starting to get really good. You know, lots of excitement, lots of anticipation coming. I'm actually looking forward to these updates now. This next one will happen on... Oh, damn it, when was it? I think it's Sunday next week. Or is it tomorrow? 29th. Which is Sunday next week. So, won't be showing off the update on stream until a minimum of the 1st for me, if I go by my normal schedule. But that fill indicator, that's going to help a lot with the bulk dirt, to help stop you from deleting it. Oh, I lost track how many scoops that is. So that'll be 60. You need 2 more scoops. Try and flatten this out a little bit. That's all I'm trying to do here right now. It's going to bug the crap out of me. Although, that being said, I can't really get rid of that hill towards the hopper right now. Is it like late in the day? Yeah. So I have gotten to be a bit more careful with this now. I think when I first started using this for bulk mode, I was still digging like the other mode, just charging straight in. Because of spillage, you can flatten it back out, etc, etc. That's not the case here now, is it? So you've got to aim it, and then you can pile drive. Right here. See? So much easier that way. Not quite a full bucket, but that's alright. Not gonna lie to you guys, I am tempted to do the whole purchase ores thing, but A, I don't want to cheat, and B, there was a B. What's my B? Don't want to cheat. And we won't have the money to do anything if we do it that way. Now, like before, I'm not going to deliver the dirt unless there's 100% in that truck there. So if it's 99%, I'll do another truckload before I deliver the dirt. I don't want to be doing it every single time. I don't mind wasting a little bit. come on, crying out loud. What is with that lip? And the one at the bottom here? Because these have no suspension on them. And that middle wheel gets lifted up. Oh. So, have a bit of coffee here. So I've got a couple of lurkers from the looks of it. Hello, lurkers. Tell you what though, it really does feel so good. When my head cleared itself, it was, I went to bed, well, went for a nap, because headaches, as a general rule, my body deals with headaches through sleep. So whenever I get a headache, it makes me tired. So I went down for a nap, and I went down with a headache, really painful headache, and woke up feeling absolutely fine. And because I'd had this headache for like a solid week nearly, I woke up thinking, for a second, thinking, wait, what's wrong with me? Something's different. What is it? Something's wrong. And I feel a similar way when my back doesn't hurt, because I'm normally in pain with my back to a set degree. Like, there's a, what's it called? My threshold. I've got a pain threshold that has become the status quo. It's become the normal. And on a very rare occasion when my back actually doesn't hurt at all, my body's in shock. It's like, my mind, oh, I'm in shock. It's like, wait, what's wrong? Something, this isn't right. This shouldn't be how I am. What's going on? Then, of course, I realise what it is, and I'm just happy. Right, so this wall here, I'm going to try to push back until the cliff itself. And I later plan on getting the excavator up there. Much like I've done down here. What was that? 2? I really need to keep track. Yeah, that'll be 2. I need to remember how many I've done. I do this when I'm off camera as well. So if I'm doing this off camera and I'm just, you know, you only really need to half pay attention. I'm doing other things, you know, watching stuff on the other monitor, stuff like that, and I constantly forget. Sometimes scoop by scoop. Wait, how many was this? Just now, I had to think, wait, there's 3 or 4, but no, it's 3. I know it's 3. Just after I thought it, it's like, oh, yeah, it's 3. There goes number 4. Have you guys been watching the new Gold Rush season? I've been enjoying it. Tony is has gone back to Indian River, and he's actually looking at trying to see if his dredge is seaworthy. So it'll be nice to see that in action again. Parker's really branched out and put everything on the line on a massive claim set. And Rick is back. So everyone's just trying to do, like, everything's looking up for everybody, you know? So it's going to be a good, like, I know they don't battle against each other, but it's going to be a good battle, you know? This is number 5, I think. Right, that failed. I think that some of those might have hit my head. I'll tell you what though, today has been the first day I can really feel the difference with these double glazed windows. We've got gale force winds and heavy rain outside. And my old windows were drafty as hell. You know, they were old Victorian sash cord windows, you know, cost a fortune to replace, but the landlord finally decided to do it. And I just barely feel anything. You know, I've got some, there's a little bit of an extractor hole flap thing on each window, and I've got them open a little bit, but I'm not even getting much of a breeze through them. Now, through testing in my solo, when I get the big dump truck, I might have to change this up a little bit. Not much. But it struggles to get off this ramp. So what I might end up having to do, turn that into a corner, then a corner this way, just bring it round here and give it a bigger platform. And then maybe hopefully I can get on and off without any issues. Right, that's 100%, so the next time we bring some up, we'll dump off the dirt. That's one of my issues when it comes to driving a dump truck. I start reversing and turning simultaneously. So a good portion of what it's doing is actually driving straight or almost straight, where it's still turning the cab. I need to learn to turn the cab first, then move. Bring in some other material as well. I think what I'm going to start doing is like 1 scoop dirt and pay dirt from over there. Oh, sorry, 3 scoops dirt and pay dirt over there. 2 scoops coal, at least until the coal runs out. Or maybe a 3 coal, so that it fills up the dirt a little less. I don't know, it depends on how quickly it fills up the coal truck. So I'm just trying to maximise the number of runs I can do before having to interact with the other trucks. When we get the bigger trucks, once we've gotten to the maximum level for the equipment, I'm probably going to have like the largest of the large trucks up there, but then either use a small or a medium of the large trucks to truck it out, to truck the stuff over to there, or you know, if it's down here then down here, but you know what I mean. Otherwise it'll be like every truck will be needing to move some of the other trucks and we'll never get anything done. Yeah, got rid of that little bit, didn't I? Haha. Yeah, that's starting to be a bit flatter. That corner there doesn't help matters. Or that little bit there. Like it throws your perception off. It's like, is this flat? Is this area flat? Because you can see that other area, that other bit out the corner of your eye. I suppose actually that information about the bucket level, that would come in handy with this. It will help you dig straight. I mean, of course you need a flat surface for that to work accurately, but that does sound like a good idea with the loader. I just don't think with the excavator. Oh, it would also work well with the bulldozer, assuming the bulldozer does what it's supposed to do. With its power right now, it's a bit meh. Tried to let it go, but didn't quite manage. Right, how full was that bucket? Not enough, okay. I think that was 5. Yeah. While that's filling up, I'm going to roll me a quick cig. Wait, you shouldn't. You're not supposed to finish up that quickly. Didn't have enough time to roll. Thinking. If I've got it right this time, because I know I screwed up with my dates before. After next week, the clocks change. Oh, the clocks change Sunday next week. So after next week, my time zone is an hour forwards. So whatever the time is for you now, add 1 hour. That is my time zones next week. After next week. chugga 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 chugga. And that's more of a train thing, but come on, get up the hill. I think this is the most money we've had in bank at any given time. Usually when we get to 1 to 1.5 we end up being like, sod it, I'm buying a new piece of machinery. Or building blocks and stuff like that. I'm hoping with this update they get rid of that waiting symbol. That'll be nice. So, let's gauge stuff here. Yeah, so after that lip where my front wheels are, we need to start dumping. So that is... about here. This is literally how I've been doing this. And then I bring the roller in to flatten it down, rinse and repeat. Need quite a bit in this section. Now where is my roller? Oh, I know where. There you are. Not too far over the edge. Come on. And the next pass I'll do it down one side or the other. I'll just keep going over it until it's how I want it. And then at some point, when we're purely in stone mining material, I'll bring some gravel over here. When I know it's purely going to be gravel in the truck, I'll bring some gravel over and line the road with gravel. I think it'll be a nice little touch. See where it still needs some work in some sections, like this little divot here. Need to remember that next time we come around. But you can see the improvement all of this has made. Now we know that I was having some issues here with a big lip. What I actually did was I took up 3 rows of bricks and dumped some dirt underneath to make sure that there's enough to connect with here, so that when I do it, it's not going to reduce this section down. Look, getting a nice steady 21, 22 miles an hour on here. So that's good. I mean, comparatively, of course. And done. So I'm going to hang around for this one. I want to see how much it fills up each thing. So 0 on dirt and 9 on coal and gravel. A little bit of pay dirt items. Okay, so that's not too bad on the coal. And this one is at 57. Yeah, I mean every 2 trips, well every 3rd trip, because deliver 2, bring the 3rd up, before dumping it in we deal with everything else. So every 3rd trip we can deliver the coal to the to the sell point and dump the dirt. It's not too bad. I can live with that. And we get other items as well. Let's do the coal first. It is nice to have the freedom to move around now we've gotten a bit bigger here. Don't want the bucket above our heads. It's a good job there's no overbalance because of that. And start work over here. Gonna get a little bit of coal from this as well, but not much. Oh, too low. Gonna hop out and fix that little bit, or once I get off the wall I can. Come on. I really do this with the roller. I keep saying this. I always say this. But I can never be bothered to bring it back and forth. That was number 2 from the dirt. It's got 1 bucket left to go. If we keep going in that direction, we should hit lithium before too long. I believe there's a lithium up on top. Yes, not a lot of it. It's mainly down into there, but there's a little bit. Oh no, wait, there's a bigger chunk here. I mean, that's got some ways to go yet. Geronimo. Quite nice. My playback is still a bit laggy today. Well, very laggy. But I'm not getting any... I'm not being yelled at by YouTube or OBS about my encoding. Makes a change. We'll deliver this, and then we'll go get another load, and when we come back we'll find out the dirt should be maxed out. I'm hoping that the coal won't be. that's slightly better than normal, but it will catch at the bottom here. Still really annoying. Be nice if they could just drive up normally, you know. Looks like a dog that was up on the sofa or something. I tell you what I'm going to do with the roller. I have to use it when I do the dirt. So once I've done the dirt, I will bring it over here. I'll continue to use it whilst I'm using it. Maximize time. I think that was more dirt than coal, I'm not sure. One good thing, once I get rid of the sides of the wall on the left hand side here, I'll be able to see just where that dirt that's glitching through is and see if I can do something about it. Two more, I believe. Yeah, so if that indicator does give us kind of spirit level for the buckets, it would be, I think, a really big help for people like me who can't dig with these things without going up or down. Without making some sort of a slope. Well, my FPS took a hit then. Down to 38. I've tried lowering the graphics. I've tried, I'm in full screen I'm in windowed borderless right now. Like a full screen borderless window. I've tried doing it in full screen exclusive. I've removed a load of blocks. None of it helps. My graphics are up to date. It's just since that update, my FPS has taken a big hit. And I think I know what it is. Since the dirt got reworked, I believe it's a similar thing as to Gold Rush. In Gold Rush, the more you dig, the less your FPS are going to be. Like, because you're having to compensate for a big old open area. Like there's no dirt where there should be dirt kind of thing. And I've done a lot of work here. I've actually done a huge amount. It may not look it, but I actually have done, I mean look, all of this entire section, that is a massive amount of material moved. Then of course it was only a skimming a layer, but I still did a lot in terms of surface area, let's call it, there. so dirt is maxed. Oh. That's 82. Oh, I can live with that. I can give it. I don't mind. I'd rather do it now than lose a bunch. I think that was at 834. Normally we max out at 30k with 100%. That's about 25. So that tallies quite well. Hello, Dragon. How you doing, dude? Just sitting there. That's the only reason I keep him around is because he looks like a dragon. He's like a scenic item. Let's see if we can find that divot I was referring to before. I think it was here. And it goes back up, doesn't it? Yeah, it's this section here. So I go... like that. So we know where it is. Oh god, I can feel, you can see that. The truck just tipped, you can see it. Trying to get the line up. Stay ahead of it. Hopefully that'll be enough. Not actually, I may as well just keep going a little bit. Don't want to hug the wall too much, because otherwise it gets stuck. Then when I've got this to the level I want it, I need to start dumping down to the cavity pockets at the side. But then, the cavity pockets at the side here, I'm going to have to try and do by hand because the roller's just going to destroy them. I mean, most of these were done by when I did it by hand, and they just kind of melted away. So I need to be really careful about doing it. You know, I'll leave that open for now. distinct crevice there. Considering I'm just simply using a dump truck and a roller, I think this is coming along quite nicely. Still a bit of a dip down there, but all in due course. You know, we've still got lots of dirt to move. And I suppose the more I drive up and down this section here, the smoother it's going to get when I'm digging up on this top bit and I need to transfer a truck from over there. In fact, I could probably start doing that now, actually. Now that I've opened this up, and I've got a bit more room, let me deal with this section here. And the whole purpose of that ramp isn't to deliver the dirt to the plant. It's actually to deliver processed goods to the sell point once this is all dropped down far enough. So once I've delivered the current payload to the sorting plant, I'm probably going to stick that truck back underneath the what's it called, the chute. What I'm going to probably do is put the green one underneath the rock and gravel, the gravel and no, sorry, the one that gives us the processed items from gravel. Given that we're not really going to be getting any of that, and then I can stick the yellow one, which is a bigger machine, underneath the payload processed items. That's done. I can delete this conveyor setup here. think we're pretty good now. Just this little bit over here. Once again, he's not holding on to the steering wheel. I mean, it's not an important thing, but I wonder if they're ever going to change that. Just curiosity on that, you know. Right, let's get this one back. Assuming it wants to cooperate and get off the wall, or the fence in this case. Let's move this one out of the way. Didn't think of that. Let's see if we can be quick about this. Might lose a... Actually, you know what? Let's move this back in whilst that's delivering. Lucky, just in time. Leave that there for a minute. When this load is finished processing, I can move that out of the way, slip that in, dump that in there so it gets transferred over. More comfy. You know your streams suck when one of your lurkers disappears. We all done? Oh, never mind, lurker's back. Then, given the way I set things up, this should return to that truck I just placed there. make sure of this. Or not. Okay. Didn't expect that. Oh, of course, yeah, it's only after the wash plant it goes through to that one. I'm just going to dump this into the sell point. It's only 15%, but let's call it 860,000 and we'll take away 500 from it. $16K. So it's a little over. I mean, depending on what you got in there, of course. It's variable, so it's subject to change. But on that one, it was a little over 1% per 1,000, 1,000 per 1%, whatever you want to call it. I've already got 2 trucks over here. Let's start taking all this away. Hate when that happens. That stupid shrapnel. Go. Oh, that one was my fault. Moving too quick. Won't be needing those stairs as much now. And of course we can keep a closer eye on the fuel percentage. Oh, knocked something over. Get a teensy bit of money back. That one we can get rid of. That one will... No. That one will keep. No, not even going to need that. Trying to think, hold on. So, we need to go forward, right. Oh, we are going to need this. When we adjust the delivery setup. If we sell that and then rebuy it, we're getting a loss. Not a lot of loss, but, you know, still something. Rather lose nothing than something. I'm going to try and use the two of these in concert. Build both of them up before delivering anything. Time saving as a result. Or that is the hope anyway. Assuming it goes well. Want it to. Go. That is so much easier with the bulk dirt. Oh, I can't even begin to tell you how much easier that is. Before the bucket would get all kinds of stuck on the voxels whilst they're in the truck. You'd end up pulling the truck over, spilling voxels everywhere. Huge mess. No, too far. Too much of a dip. Got rid of that bit and full bucket. Well, that was only deleting dirt, so that is absolutely fine. It's not even deleting pay dirt. It's just mud. When I say we're saving time, we're still driving twice, we're still unloading twice, doing everything the same amount of times as we were before. But I do think we do save a tiny bit. Like, I don't know. There is. I can't figure out how to explain it, but there is a tiny bit of time saving, and that will just amount up over time. I'm probably just going to deliver both of these, even though the dirt will be maxed out. And then we'll deal with the processed stuff. Just dirt, really, in this one. Try and get that little bit on that corner on the left here. It'll be a smaller amount. Gonna make up for that abysmal coal one I just did. Another way this is going to save time as well, even though it's not incredibly smooth to begin with, it's going to be faster driving along this straight here than it is going up and down that ramp. Not to mention the fact that we're constantly having to wait for that final bucket to fill up. Yeah, maybe it's a lot more time saved than I realised. I think we might end up losing some coal on this one. Might have overfilled it a little bit. Oh, come on. Yeah, look, we're already driving faster than on that ramp. As long as we don't get stuck on that wall, on that fence rather. I'll just keep working on smoothing certain areas when I go back and forth with the roller. Then we should be good. This is definitely feeling faster overall. Rather than fixing up here first, I think I'm going to add more to the other end so it's smoother, just getting along, and then we can fix it as we go. Well, maybe we're not going to lose any coal. Well, 3 hours, not going to be much. Just going to hang around for this one. Make sure. I mean, we know the dirt's full, that's fine, I don't mind losing some dirt. Yeah, I wouldn't risk another truck once it's past 80. When did we get past 1.9 mil? I don't remember that. Is this going to be a level up? No. But we are close. We need... Oh, actually, a little further than I thought. We need 5,000 XP. 5,225. Oh, just gained a bunch more... Oh, no, they're gone. I'm about to say gained a bunch more floaters. Up to 5 viewers not chatting for a second then. Whole 5. I know, right? Amazing. But then 2 of them disappeared. They're like, nah. And that's fine. I know I'm not the most exciting YouTuber. I tend to have a lot more fun vocally when I'm chatting with people. You know, I tend to get immersed in the chat and come across as sounding bored when I'm just talking to lurkers. No offense to the lurkers. Lurk all you want. Whether you're chatting or not, I'm happy for the views. You know, happy for the time. grateful, I think is more the word I meant to say then. Let's try and fix this bit. Oh, make this less of a incline to the side as much as possible. Try and make this more usable. Gliding all over the place. Trying to level this out a little bit here. It will be a work in progress. Michael, hello. I am, thank you. I appreciate that, dude. Those headaches were killing me. Migraines are bad enough, of course, but it's either the intense pain of a migraine or the never ceasing pain of not a migraine but very intense headaches still. But 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. You can't win. Yeah, I'm doing much better. Still got some pressure, but very little pain. I can feel a little bit of an inkling of a headache starting to come back, but I think that will be dealt with sleep. If it starts to get much worse, I might end early, but just play it by ear, you know. Not too far over. That would not do at all. Still got that divot there, but that's fine. We can deal with that later. Try to make this more of a user-friendly road entirely right now. Thank you for the like there, Michael. I'm assuming that was you. Appreciated. This is starting to actually look like a bit of a mine site now. One of them. I've only got the one like that I can see. Get this over here. Out the way. These in position. And then back to it. Yeah, so even though, you know, even with the having to move out, dump the dirt, we'd have to do that anyway, but this is definitely saving us a lot more time doing it this way now. Now that that stretch is usable to a decent degree. Faster than trying to go up this ramp all the time. Decent chunk of coal right there. Come on. There we go. We're even starting to get into virgin material as well. There we go. That would be the key word. That will get like loads of visitors now. Now that I said the word virgin. YouTube algorithm kicks into gear. People get sent here from all over. Regretfully, that is mainly mud though, so I'm not going to get much in the way of pay out of it. But you got to move mud to get to the good stuff. Honestly, it's faster. There's no bumps and stuff all over if you're using bulk dirt. And okay, yes, I might end up deleting stuff. I'm being as careful as I can, but yeah, if I delete stuff, I delete stuff. You know, it's not as if we're going to run out of material, is it? It's just a lot smoother to use. And a lot less time spent fixing landmines. Exactly. If you delete stuff, you delete stuff. Like I said, it's not as if you're going to run out of ore, is it? And that's the whole joke behind the name. Was it you? I think I saw screenshots. Was it you that posted some on Steam? Take a look. OG Freak. That's not you, is it? No. Someone in my friends list posted a few screenshots of their mine site on Steam. Not to me directly, but on the if I click on out of ore, I see them there. Geek Dad, okay. Tend to lose track with different names and alter egos. And that one's at 100. I think this in the next update, which is a week tomorrow, if I'm right, there is going to be something that I was a bit about, but I was only thinking in terms of the excavator. With the front end loader, it should be very helpful. You know that thing that shows you the angle of the bucket and all of that sort of stuff? It's going to be added in. That will help with the front end loader for people who can't dig without sloping up or down, like me. Like if an on-screen prompt showing you the angle of the bucket. And it could also help with things like the dozer as well. That wasn't my fault. That one, there was like a little dip in the ground and it shoved my bucket downwards when the thing happened. They need, I said it a few times, they need better suspension on these vehicles. Hold on, let me see if I can find it, show you what I'm referring to. That's the thing I was on about. Right. Wait, is that not showing you? So, come on, click it. Thank you. That's the thing I was referring to. But here. Thank you. That's the one I'm on about. See, it shows you the angle of the bucket. Potentially versus the ground, I'm not sure. That doesn't look like that's on an incline. But I'm not 100%. It tells you there's a 2.5% angle. Now, again, I don't know if that's the ground or the bucket. I would hazard a guess it's that line. And that would only be caused with this if one track is lower than the other. Yes. I mean, I would have to readjust all of this. But and then next week we also get improvements to this. This is the time lapse drone. It's becoming a drone now. Buy it in store, but I probably wouldn't be doing anything with it. I don't do much with the time lapse. I'll probably buy it to show it, but after that, you know. But we're also going to be getting. This is going to be helpful. This is a indication for how full your bucket is. That's going to be really helpful, especially with bulk dirt. Ready for this? Boom! Dump truck or pickup truck. There's going to be a follow camera. So there is going to be some bits and bobs in here that I am now looking forward to. But if it takes up that much of the screen, I'm probably going to bring this. Oh, sorry, I'm on the wrong screen here. This down here and have it above the hotbar. Unless I can get like a horizontal version where it's scrolling up. I'm not sure yet. I'll have to look into it. I mean, I'll have a few days between the actual drop of the update and my next stream because it will be doing it on a Sunday, and my next stream won't, after that won't be till the Wednesday. So I've got more time to experiment. That shouldn't be filling up. Not like that. I was just trying to rest the bucket on the ground. I mean, if it's a if it has an ability to toggle it on and off, then yeah. I mean, it'll be on a lot when I'm using the front end loader, of course. Definitely have it on when I'm using the bulldozer. That's so much easier. And I'll have it. I won't use it at all with the excavator. There's no point with the excavator. Why did I park that there? Or did I take the dirt one for myself? I think I took the dirt one and kept it down the other end. No. I've still got that little issue there to deal with. I mean, that was only hey, look at this kind of thing. Maybe it's the actual doodad's going to be smaller and in a different place. I mean, the overlay could easily just be underneath the money there. Yeah, it wouldn't. Right, I'm going to let this one pour out, and I'm going to be right back. Ooh. I won't be long. Just grab something. Be right back. Sorry guys, it's literally out of nowhere. I've suddenly become really, really hungry. Like, ow, my stomach's hurting. I'm hungry. it just literally came out of nowhere. So I just grabbed a sausage right out of the fridge. I will mute while I'm eating. I'm not going to sit here and eat continuously. I'll just take a bite, you know, mute while I'm eating that bit, and then come back with a commentary and so on. Thinking. I might leave the dirt until the coal's full, but the coal looks like it might not be full. I suppose it depends on how much we've got in it. If I do 1 scoop of coal, followed by 4 of pay dirt and such, we can make more better time overall, I reckon. If I can, let's see, we're about 5k short. I would like to see a level up before we end off the stream here. Go. Let's try not to get that section of cliff too much. Over here is what I need. Ah, no, no. Come on. You want to be like that? Fine. It's stupid that one little bit of dirt can just stop you in your tracks. A huge machine like this, stuck with a tiny little floating piece of dirt. But don't get me wrong, great game, great mechanics. We can't have everything. You know, nothing is perfect. There's always going to be something for someone to complain about. If people aren't complaining, then they don't get happy. Because if people are happy all the time, they're actually miserable without realising it. Well, at least to begin with, they don't realise it. Happy becomes the new grumpy. Another 4 buckets, I believe. Not too deep. Yeah, that's what she said. I know. Stop using the tool. Put it onto flashlight so I don't automatically go to use it. That being said, I am going to sort out this cliff face because I didn't mean to go into it again. And we need something for the excavator to be able to dig properly. Now, how am I going to do this with the excavator anyway? I mean, I could have the dump trucks backed up against the cliff edge like this. Or, once we've gone this way enough, maybe give them a path to drive up. I think the path might be the better idea. Gives it a bit more stability when you're dumping the dirt. Also, if I were to miss or slightly spill over the side, whatever, it's going to screw up this floor here. But up there, it's just going to be dug up again. So, I think that's probably the better way of doing it. So after this one, I'm going to hang around on the second one. Maybe set up the coal so it can be pushed out of the way and collected by another dump truck. Just on the off chance. It's a nice material there from the pay dirt. We were. The further back we go into this, the more tiers we're going to have as banks. But more banks and tiers we're going to have. I don't remember what they're called. Benches. Because the excavator can only reach so far. And I don't know about... Why am I reversing this? I don't know about... I don't know about these two, but this one has a smaller reach than whatever one. I think it's that one. No. What are we using? That one. That's got a longer reach than that does. I found out through my testing. This one does have a bit more coal in it, and we are at 80%. So yeah, I'm going to release the handbrake and push it out the way as needed. Oh, maybe there's not that much in... Oh, here we go. Yeah, there is. Yeah, a couple of decent patches, especially there. And here we go. Oh, no, come on. Ah, well, it was only just a little bit. But, ooh, nice little 18% are going on with the byproduct from the pay dirt here. That will actually be a lot more than, well, I say a lot more, won't be a lot more, but when the green one had 15%, it was 16k. This won't be between 18 and 20k. This will be over 20k because it's a bigger dump truck, so therefore the percentage is a bit different. %. That's not too bad. I mean, I wouldn't. Well, I prefer not to lose anything, but I'm going to lose any of it. 8%. Tiny, you know. Not much in the grand scheme of things, considering 100% is 30,000. So 927. Should be 5.7. A tiny bit more. However, yeah, so apparently like all the XP and everything got readjusted. Normal is what the previous setting was. But the previous setting would not have given us what do we need now? Sorry, just getting shifting in my seat here. We need 2,500, so we just gained 2,500 XP for that dump truck. That would not have happened before the update, before this last balance update. But you know, it's what you guys wanted to keep, so I'm not complaining. Gets to say, I mean, just think how much longer this would have taken if I was on the old XP. For those who watched, I appreciate the patience there while I did eat my sausage roll. I had something to eat literally just after work. I actually got something from work. So I shouldn't have been hungry. Don't understand where that came from. Chuck that back in the system. That should go into the coal one. Oh, the dirt. Once again, I'm going to take it down this end. Help stabilise this a little bit more. Come on. Get off the fence. Thank you. Oh, this bit's going to take a moment. I was thinking this is a bit too smooth. What's going on? Get off the bench, corner, edge, whatever. Whatever you want to call it. I see you. You can't escape. Soften that bit up a bit. Come on, get up. Not like that, no. Don't ask. It never happened. Nobody saw anything. Hopefully that should be a bit easier. It should get a bit easier with every run. Every dump of dirt will make that run easier to use, in theory. I'm going to line my truck up differently this time. So I want to tackle that edge. I want to expand upon that area there. I'm just going to line my trucks up over here. Something like that, that'll do. I forgot we've got this big coal section over there still. Not going to be much in the way of pay dirt from this, but it needs to be dealt with. And we've got the coal as a money maker, so what I might have to do though is still do, oh, that wasn't much at all, that's fine. 2 coal scoops and then dirt the rest of the way, otherwise we're selling the coal every one truck I dump over there. And that goes against the whole time saving aspect that we got going on here. What I'm aiming for. Wanted another big coal chunk. I keep getting dirt. Little dirt never hurt. But a lot of it can crush you. There we go. That's going to be a nice coal chunk. So far my headache isn't returned. Well, I mean, there's a tiny inkling of it still, but that's it. So I'm good on that front, but I am starting to get pretty tired, and I don't want to let tiredness allow for a reoccurrence of the headache. You know, I've just got over it. I want to make sure that I'm rested enough so it doesn't reoccur. So what I'm going to do, probably going to wind up ending early, but I'm going to make sure we get this level up first. We've done a lot. I mean, look at this. Look how much we cleared out on this. You can see visibly that there has been a lot done today, and I'm really glad about that. It took. I don't know how long it took us, but we've finally got a decent method going. Yeah, I'd rather just cut off early and make sure I'm able to stream next time than keep going, overdo it, and have my headaches come back and then not stream anymore for a little while again, you know? Just being cautious. Right, Tree, you've met your match. No pun intended. Apparently it hasn't. It's alright, that tree will be gone the next time you load up. It's got no ground supporting it, so it won't load in next time. Against the wall so much. So I am going to use this tool for this bit. Just for there. Just move it out. It's the only bit I don't care about, you know, deleting dirt with the tool is against the blocks, against the wall. But the wall is there for the moment as an outline for my pit. So once we've done a full circle, once we've done one full level and it's all down to this grade where I'm at now, this height, after that we can remove all the wall because we've got a natural wall. But until then, it marks out the territory. It doesn't matter how many times I see this, I still enjoy this scenery. One of the best aspects to the game. And it's not just the scenery in a distance, it's I did it again, didn't I? I took the wrong truck. It's also like from a distance you can see what you've changed, you know. Manipulation of it. It's a great game. As long as you've got the patience to play something like this. And sadly, not a lot of people do nowadays. I mean, I basically did this as a kid, playing like this. Not on a computer, but with Tonka trucks and fish gravel. You know, I'd spend hours just moving it back and forth. I had dump trucks, I had excavators. I can't remember if I had a bulldozer or not. Wouldn't have been a grader. I don't even know if they do a grader. No roller either. Loader, excavator, dump truck. I think that was it actually, just those three. But I didn't just have 3 trucks, I had more than 3. I had a few dump trucks and so on, you know. But I mean, I didn't know about wash plants and sorting systems back then. But I would literally just start off with a pile of gravel, just moving the parts of the dump trucks with my hands, you know, just loading up the dump trucks, driving them along, dumping out a new pile. When the pile was big enough, the trucks would drive reverse up the pile and dump off the top, making a pad style, you know. And that would keep me occupied for hours. Simple things for simple minds, I guess. Yeah, this one I think... Actually, I don't think this one had as much, but that coal is going to be needed to be dumped off after this, and if that gives us our level up, that will give us a level up, so I'm going to stay here and wait it out. Don't think we're going to get any pay dirt on this one. Oh, maybe I'm wrong about the amount of coal. I want to offload this one anyway. Now, I reckon this was over 20 grand. So that will put us at 978 or more. Yep. 23. We now only need... Oh, yeah, this coal will be enough to level us up. We need like 400 XP, that's it. We're not selling dirt. I swear we needed like 2000 XP. I don't know. Maybe we get more XP from this stuff because it's processed. You know, it's harder to get. I didn't really keep track of the XP when I dumped it. I need to look out for that in the future. Maybe I mean it makes sense if it's harder to gain. When you get more XP out of it, or maybe it's because the individual items are worth more, so you get more XP out of it that way, despite the fact that it's still only around the same amount as a full load of coal. If that makes sense. Like, let's say, I know it's not the case, but for example, let's say each voxel of coal is worth 0.9%, so yeah, 0.9, no, 0.90, you know, 0.9%. But each voxel of, say, jadeite, which is worth a lot more, is 1.4%. Both trucks have a full truck of coal is 30 grand, but that would be less than 30,000 XP. A 30 grand worth of jadeite, same amount of money made, but because the XP is worth a lot more for that particular item, so maybe that's the case. We are now Fabricator Tier 3, and we are officially 4 levels away from the big machinery. We are closing in, guys. So when I do off camera stuff, I will continue to sell things off camera, but the moment we are close to the final level needed, like in the last, I don't know, 10,000 XP or something, I will stop playing altogether. I won't collect it in containers or anything like that. We'll grind out that last little bit on camera. Right, let's get rid of this last load of dirt, and then we'll call it a stream. Definitely need a bunch of it here. I'm not going to get to that nook. Oh, I see why I keep doing it. Because I parked the truck here. Where that truck is, I see. That's why I keep using the wrong one. Okay, not perfect, but serviceable. See what I'm doing. Thank you. Test run. Little drag off to the left. Minor adjustments needed. Fantastic. Wasn't paying attention. I was looking at the scenery. Of course I was. Alright then guys, I'm going to end it off here. Nice to be back. It really is. Glad all that's over and done with. At least, hopefully. Look forward to the next one. Have a good night guys. Stay safe. Sleep well. Goodbye.